Hello everyone. Apologies that I sound a little bit nasally. I'm just getting over a cold, but I wanted to bring you this recipe before Christmas so that you could make them yourselves. These are Greek honey cookies. I'm not going to try and pronounce them because I can never get the word out, but here we go. To make the syrup, you will need 1 cup of caster sugar, 1 cup of water, 4 cloves, 2 cinnamon sticks, and a lemon cut in half. And then put it on a low heat for 10 minutes. You know it's ready after 10 minutes when you put your hand over the syrup and your hand feels sticky. Then turn off the heat and add 1 cup of honey. The reason we add the honey now is so that the flavour doesn't disappear. Then give that a good mix and set it aside to cool. To start assembling the dough, we got 600 grams of plain flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate soda or baking soda depending on where you are. Then we add 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. You need to put cinnamon in this because it's one of the flavours of it. I actually put a little bit more than 3 teaspoons because I love cinnamon, as you know. And then give that a mix together. I forgot to add the salt, so I'm just adding about half a teaspoon and then mix that through. Then I've got 300 millilitres of light olive oil, 260 millilitres of orange juice, which was 4 oranges, 25 grams of caster sugar, and I've got the zest of 1 unwaxed orange. Then mix all that together with your hands. You can use a whisk if you want, but it's just dirty and more equipment, and the hand works as well. Then I slowly add in the flour. We don't want to overwork it, so I think it's better than using a stand mixer, and it produces nice fluffy cookies. Then add about 50 grams of chopped walnuts and start bringing it together again, slowly add in the flour. You can see that it's coming together. This is the final kind of result you're looking for. You want to be able to pick the dough up and shape it. It will be a little bit oily, but that's okay. To assemble the cookies, take a golf-sized piece of dough, roll it into a circle and then into an oblong or oval, and then flatten it with the palm of your hand. Scrape a fork down the middle, that will help catch the syrup later. And these are never, when I make them, they're never going to be a perfect identical shape, but they're rustic and they look nice, and that's all that matters to me. Then you want to bake these at 180°C fan for 25 minutes. Then to 100 grams of crushed walnuts, add about a teaspoon of cinnamon and mix that through. Then we're going to line a plate with some of the walnuts, and this will help catch any excess syrup that we're going to pour on without making the cookies too soggy. These are the end result of the cookies after they come out the oven. They're nice and golden all over, so they're now ready to be dipped into the syrup. So dip about 3 or 4 into the syrup and leave them for about 20 seconds each side. Some people lay a tray and pour the whole syrup over. I picked this tip up off another video, which I thought was much better because I don't like them to be soaking inside. Then lay them onto the nut lined plate. Then we're going to drizzle on some honey. I am using a fork to do that with because I don't have a honey stick. This will help the walnuts that we're sprinkling on now to stay in place. And then you repeat the process until you get to your final stack and drizzle some more honey over them and more nuts, and they're ready. These last for about 2 to 3 weeks in an airtight container, if they're going to last that long. They're absolutely delicious. The flavours of orange and cinnamon come through so well. I hope you enjoy this recipe as much as I'm going to enjoy eating them, and I'll see you next time.